All right, test 1 2 3, test 1 2 3. There we go. Hey, hello, Loki. Hey, everyone. I hope you guys are all having a great day here. Loki's very excited that I am talking with you guys. Hey, bullish Nicholas Wilder. Happy to see you. A glass of wine on Mike's stream doesn't get much better than that. It is going to be a nice night. After this stream is done, I'm going to go talk business with a friend at the cigar lounge, and I was actually just thinking about some wine because I was going to buy a bottle. Normally I don't buy bottles because I like to have an old fashioned and then a Manhattan or something like that, But I'm gonna get myself a bottle of wine tonight. Feel kind of fancy, right? Obviously, money is up for a lot of people today, depending on what type of strategy you guys have been doing. I've been doing a mix, as you guys know. I still have my long-term holds; those have been doing good. I have dollar cost averaging. It kind of depends on which portfolio I look to. I would say the majority of my portfolios with dollar cost averaging, they've come up a lot today, but they're not necessarily all profitable. A few are profitable, but not all of them. The ones that have been seeming to make the most money for me thus far has been the combo of meme coins and the top three. And by that, I mean you're looking at meme coins like Dogecoin, Sheeb, Mog, Turbo, things of that nature, packaged with a little bit more money involved in Bitcoin, Solana, and Ethereum to kind of add some stability to kind of make sure that no matter how much money I put in those altcoins, there's still some type of stability to make sure the whole thing isn't getting flushed out and liquidated. So at this point in time, that actually seems to be my best portfolio. I have portfolios of like Matic, ADA, XRP, some of the more older generation tokens. They're not necessarily doing that great, even with this pump, to be honest. But some of the things I've been holding, like Bitcoin and things along, those are actually making me a lot of money today, primarily because again, I typically will put a lot more capital into those, and those have been having a pretty good day. Meme coins, of course, they're going to have a great day depending on which ones you're looking at. But the volatility over the past few weeks they've been coming down a lot, and we're seeing a small move up despite that huge move down. So again, this is kind of why we're looking at some very weird things. The only reason I think my meme coins are doing so well here is that I've kept on dollar cost averaging them. I told you guys this through some of those daily videos that I did, but I didn't buy as much Dogecoin or Sheeb because they have higher markups. I bought more Mog, Milady token, which Turbo. Let me actually look right here. What do I? Book of Meme, Pepe, Floki, things of that nature. So let's take a look here at the charts and see what's going on. And hey, Alex, crypto has been crazy, but not for me because my alts have barely moved. See, and that's what I'm talking about right there. Everything is not as peachy as it might appear, right? But it really depends on what your portfolios look like. And like I said, the majority of my portfolios are, despite Bitcoin having a really good day, they're not necessarily up. And of course, that has to do with altcoin season. Excuse me. It feels like a meme coin season, right? That typically has to do with altcoin season. But I think right now I'm just going to continue to dollar cost average into everything and kind of wait this out. I have been doing my day trading and stuff like that. I told you guys that I already sold a lot of my Bitcoin off here. Like the day trading Bitcoin here, the 20 to 30 hour swing trades. I sold it off too early. I admit it, but who cares? I made some money. Desperately needed money. And plus, these were some 20x to 40x leverage trades, so I was pretty happy with the results anyway. But could have made a lot more money, right? So let's just do a little bit of a breakdown here. Let's focus actually on this chart first. You guys can see the daily, the 4 hour, the 1 hour, and the 15. Let's just kind of cycle through everything here just so you guys can see. Then we're going to do a little bit of a deeper dive into each one. The daily is still bearish as far as change of characters go, which is pretty interesting to see. I would have thought by today this would have actually been a confirmation of a bullish change of character. So I'm kind of confused why the system is not allowing that to process. But in my mind, we've had a few of these already. Which again, on the 4 hour chart, you can see it, on the daily chart, it doesn't seem to be materializing in a way that I would have thought it would have, right? So I think that's just kind of curious at this point in time. Now, momentum is all on our side. It's been on our side since that small breakout the other day. The 4 hour chart, everything is still bullish right now. We still seem to be fine. 1 hour chart still chugging along. I remember I told you guys about the 1 hour charts and buying the break of structures. It seems like it has been working pretty well overall. So far, ever since that breakout, it seems to be working. In the 15-minute chart, we still seem to be buzzing along here. This could be another big day for crypto. This is, again, something where I just don't... This whole situation is so weird because typically when we think of catalysts, and I've mentioned this before, when we're thinking about these types of catalysts, you know, we're usually thinking of economic data. This catalyst was an attempted assassination of a presidential candidate. It still kind of boggles my mind a little bit, but again, we'll have to see how all this goes, because again, everything as far as the technical still remains to be bearish. Lower highs, lower MACD, lower RSI, lower stochastic, and I see that happening right now. And then what I want you guys to focus on for the next 24 hours is this, and this is a real big focus. You guys are looking at this weekly chart as far as Bitcoin's concerned right now, right? And what do you guys see there? You guys see us coming up against the 20-week moving average. We've broken down below this before. It wasn't a disaster. The last time was back over here. You guys saw a number of times where we broke down below it, and it didn't really have too much of an overall impact. That being said, you do see some levels of resistance when we do come into contact with it, and I think that's where people might get a little bit more concerned right now, especially after this abnormal pump after the attempted assassination attempts. I'm going to have to use like some type of like smaller word. I hate saying assassination attempt. It sounds so dirty, because I guess it is. Yeah, right. But we're going up into that level of resistance. We've already broken out above a lot of these moving averages here in a very good way. We're not even having a death cross at this point because of how fast this rallied. On the daily charts here, just so you guys have an understanding, we had a level of resistance right up here around 63,849. We blew past that back above the 50 here, and I thought this is, so again, I did another day trade here a while ago, and I sold at the 50-day moving average because I thought, okay, we're peaking here. I see maybe a wick coming in the future. I'll just take this off and take a little bit of breather, and it still went higher, right? So at this point, I'm enjoying these shorter time frame trades, although if you just buy and hold, it seems to be doing very well. I'm still just gonna do what I've been doing. It seems to be the best way, and it keeps me engaged for just 12 hours of the day, just kind of keep a track of what it is, what's going on, and I have my phone wherever I go. Like I'm gonna go smoke some cigars later on tonight. I have my phone next to me. I get an alert off of TradingView if something is happening, and then from there I can always adjust my positions or sell them or whatever, and see what goes on next. But as far as Bitcoin's concerned, the daily chart is going up. Careful here, guys. This is like almost like a mini FOMO time, and I'm not telling you guys to not trade. I'm still trading plenty, but be careful of trying to go all in without any stop loss at this point and assuming that Bitcoin's just going to go straight up. Because of all the craziness, it really might, but the chances are not worth you not having a stop loss, if that makes sense. If you want to have a stop loss all the way down here at 60,000 or 59,000, do it, but have some type of stop loss there just to protect yourself in case things get a little bit choppy here. We've known that Bitcoin can have these nice little rallies in the past where it goes up in a short amount of time, then it kind of dies off. Don't be caught in that type of position, okay? Now, going over here to these smaller time frames, you guys can see that the next order block is right up here at around $66,000. That's a little over $1,000 where we away from where we are right now. Golden crosses are incoming for the 4-hour chart. We had one over here that was very good before the breakout. Momentum is on our side. Things are still working out. Like I told you guys, I'm just trading these small moves within this system. Like right here, I bought right here, I sold right here, bought right here, sold, I think right around here, and it kept on going higher. I haven't bought back in just yet. I'm waiting to see what happens next. That's for Bitcoin primarily. When we start looking at things like Ethereum, Solana, they've had some really nice moves, also breaking back above the 50-day moving average here, right into an order block, and we'll see if it's able to hold. I feel much more bullish about Bitcoin than I do Ethereum and stuff like that. The only reason I've been buying up Ethereum, as you guys know, is because the ETF announcement could be happening sometime this week, the next week. We're still kind of waiting, but it could definitely be happening sometime soon. Weekly chart for Ethereum still remains to be bearish here. The one thing that hasn't changed, though, is Ethereum is overall bullish on the weekly chart, which is pretty interesting here. And just like before, Ethereum can come up very fast, but we need to see that breakout if you guys want to see something golden. I think that breakout happens potentially if we have the Ethereum ETF being launched. I haven't heard much news about it, but frankly, I haven't looked too much. I've been too focused on the assassination stuff over the last few days, and I believe the RNC convention is tonight. JD Vance is the new nominee for vice president. Ooh, that's a nice little thing. I like the cyberpunk vibe in this type of stuff. Cyberpunk vibe is just great. I don't know if you guys like Cyberpunk, but I love that game. I want to buy a brand new $4,000 computer just so I can play that game, and I have a $3,000 computer now, so even that doesn't do it justice. There we go. So there you go, Vance. So Vance is the new one. I'm going to have to. That is not Vance. That's the guy from Home Improvements. Chill guy. I'm going to have to look into his crypto policy. I haven't done that just yet, and I'm hoping you guys will see what's going on here. I'm good. Thanks. Just asparagus. But yeah, so we'll see how all that works out with us for now. Let me go one more over here to Solana. Solana also making a move, but Solana on the daily chart actually has a bullish momentum. Everything looks good for this one and the change of character. So we're looking at some weird stuff happening right now. As far as I'm concerned, Bitcoin has a daily change of character because we broke it above that level right here. To me, that is a change of character. I do not know why it is not a change of character on Bitcoin right here for Luxago. I do not know. But to me, this feels like a change of character. I don't know about you guys. We'll have to wait and see. Even this one from here to here felt like a change of character to me. Again, we'll have to kind of wait and see why that is. But yeah, that's kind of the gist of what's going on right now. What's right here? JD Vance owns 100K in crypto. Oh, that's good to know. Okay, then yeah, perfect. That means he's going to be a good steward. And that also probably gives a little bit of a boost to Bitcoin over the next few days. And guys, while Bitcoin is up like, 0.3% today, Pepe is still going strong at this point. I know some of you guys own Pepe. I do. You guys can see this thing is roaring on right now, breaking above levels of resistance. Floki still going up. Milady token still going up. Now, this is where I think people have to realize what's going on. I've been dollar cost averaging a lot of these tokens. Oh, shit. There you go. Since about March, right? So about March 7th over here. Now, I sold some of my Milady as it kind of went up, but I've been dollar cost averaging really since over here. So my average is barely about to be profitable right now, like barely. So as much as I, like a lot of these tokens, but I didn't buy enough at a potential bottom. We don't know if this is the bottom, a potential bottom. We might have thought this was the bottom and it kept going up, and you see how it came and went back down. So again, I'm playing this very safely right now, chilling out, enjoying myself, and we can take a look at some of these different positions that I have. Now, as far as, the Blowfin one, I didn't put as much money in here. I still have to do that. That's my bad. Bitcoin, you can see where I bought Bitcoin on this dollar cost averaging chart. I just bought it once, put it right here. See that right there? Bought, it went up, it went down, and now we're back up. Overall, it's doing fine right now. It's up 7%. These are both 1x leverage positions. And Ordi right here, I bought right here, same type of thing. Went up, went down, and now it's profitable. So I kind of missed the bottom, but again, just by holding for a while, it seems to have netted me some small gains, right? This isn't anything major, but small gains. On CoinW, I did a few trades here. I don't know why I can't show you guys this whole bottom screen. It kind of annoys me. But my Ethereum is still down, right? My Ethereum is still down. My RND is still down 30%. My WIF is up 5%. My Solana is up 27%. And my Bitcoin Cash is up 1%. My Bitcoin is down 1%. And my XRP, surprisingly, is up 23%. That is actually pretty curious right there. Now, as far as Fairdesk is concerned, let me zoom in here because this is where I have the majority of my positions. There we go. So a lot more green showing up here, a lot more green. And this is because we've been doing a lot more of a different type of trading where if it pops up quite a bit, we typically would sell. I'm probably going to do the same thing for most of this account here, I think, and then kind of just like buy back in, do that type of rotation as much as possible. Because of how unpredictable this market could be, we could lose all these gains as soon as the RNC is over, once this Trump news goes and fades into the background just a little bit. But Bonk, which I told you guys I've been buying, that's up 27%. Floki's up 13%. Pepe's up 27%. I feel like I should be selling off some Pepe here pretty soon. My Shiba Inu is down 2%. That really hasn't been moving as much as I would have hoped. Arkham is up 10%. Bake is up 3.5%, 4%. BAT is up 0.61. Bitcoin is up 10%. Seller is down 13%. Combo is down 10%. Doge is up 10%. And I haven't bought Dogecoin since 6/24. That's like a month ago, basically. Ethereum is up 20%. Gala is down 20%. Hot is up 16%. ICP is up 26%. IOST is up 5%. IOTX is up 20%. And I bought IOTX again, 627. So let me just show you guys what this might have looked like, because it was kind of painful holding this stuff for a while. This is a weekly chart. 627. So I bought right here, right? it kept on going down and eventually it returned. I haven't bought since then, and maybe I should have. I told you guys I've been kind of buying a little bit nicky, a little bit here, a little bit there. Maybe I should have been buying up a little bit more. But again, until that assassination attempt, Bitcoin was very bearish, and I'm not going to gamble on something like that happening because the chances are so crazy. And if the guy had not been a bad shot and missed, I think Bitcoin would have tanked. That's also something we should have kept in mind. NTRN, that one's up 18. Link is down 13. One is down 2. People is up 37. I'm thinking of selling People as well. I told you guys this a few days ago. Reef is up 2%. RLC is down 15. Skill is up 8. SLP down 17. Solana's up 22. TUSDT is up 6, and XRP is up 10%. So we are doing pretty darn well. I might start selling off some of these things that are having some larger moves, and then looking for another breakout to trade into them. All right, and I'll see how this goes. I'll see how this works out here. And you see a lot of these positions, they're coming up into levels of resistance, whether you think of the bonks or anything like that. Pretty soon they're all running into these moving averages, and they're going to have to deal with them. Bonk's done a decent job of breaking out. I was hoping this might be something more memorable, but unfortunately for me, when I look at this, I'm like, okay, we're at a level of resistance. Last time we broke above the 50, it really didn't matter all too much. So there's still some bigger moves that can come along here. And let me go back over here to Bitcoin. 15-minute chart. You can see how we're kind of in this holding pattern, and we're basically just waiting for another breakout here. The breakout structures have generally been good because the overall momentum has been good. One little caveat here, the 1 hour chart has been kind of deceiving with momentum as of late, so it's been kind of choppy. I'm watching, I'm waiting. At this point in time, I'm doing more scaling out than buying. And then when I'm looking for a buying opportunity is for consolidation, then a breakout. In this circumstance, you can see we consolidated. We finally had a breakout right here. This is where you would attack, and then it goes up. You could sell right here. This is kind of more of me. I'm just doing shorter term types of plays here. Or you can go with, the crypto lifer type of mentality where you're kind of buying for the longer term here, which is a good one. And he's holding for, I think, 2 to 3 days right now. So he's actually extending a little bit more than where I am. Not crypto lifer. What's his name? Market. No, this is crypto lifer, right? No. I think he's live too right now. Crypto face. Jesus, my brain is so bad right now. But yeah, funny enough, guys, I woke up this morning. I put out 2 videos for you guys. One about the Trump news, one about what Bitcoin is doing. I went back to sleep around like 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, and then I just woke up at 4 o'clock. So I didn't know I was so tired because I've just been doing so much shit lately. But yeah, apparently I was very tired, and I needed that nice little nap. A day nap, right? Imagine waking up at 5 just to go back at like 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, then waking up at 4. They're like, shit, I just wasted a whole day. Not a waste. It was a day of sleep, a day of, relaxation. So get ready for that. One thing coming up pretty soon for Fairdesk as well is they're going to make a sister exchange pretty soon. I'll keep you guys updated with that, but I think they might have some really good deals and things like that when it comes about. This is not happening for like a month or so, but I want you guys to know that they're going to be making a sister exchange, and I don't know if they're going to keep Fairdesk or if they're going to transition it into the new exchange. They're looking to do a whole new type of, what do you guys call this? We have a whole bunch of new investors that want to challenge like a larger exchange, like a Binance or a KuCoin, and so instead of building off of this, they're going to try to make something new, onboard everybody to that one, and try to have something like with a whole bunch of bells and whistles, so to speak. Think of a Binance, how much stuff there is on there, a KuCoin, a BitGet. They're going to go for that type of play. So I want to keep you guys updated about that, and that when I hear more news, I'll let you guys know. I'm not really concerned about not being able to pull out money or anything like that, but I always feel like it's better just to like let you guys know what's going on. I'll also post a formal video about it eventually, I would say too, sometime maybe this week or next week. But right now, that new exchange is also something that would probably sponsor me down the road as well. They're not sponsoring me yet. I don't even think I know the name. It's like it starts with a J or something. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated about that one as well. So just in case any of you guys are looking at Fairdesk and you're maybe worried about, if they're going to start a sister exchange, what's happening? Just so full transparency and all that type of stuff. Do I think we're going to see all-time highs in a week or two? Oh man, that's so hard to say here. That's so hard to say. Like if you go over here to Bitcoin to the weekly chart, this is a freaking abnormal looking move here. We still haven't broken above the 20. I don't think it's going to happen anytime in the next couple weeks. I think we still have to kind of cool off, consolidate, and look for a larger move. Now, that move may happen in August. It may happen in August. That remains to be said. The amount of liquidations that have happened over the past like couple weeks have been a lot. If we kind of hold on for maybe 2 more weeks, I do think you have a case to be made where you see the MACD, the RSI, and the stochastic at least getting back to more of that maybe neutral position where you have the stochastic and the RSI bullish, the MACD still bearish, and then maybe the next week after that the MACD turns around and then we all look for like a nice big pop. That could definitely be something here. But it's interesting because we're going, honestly, we were going from an extremely bearish position where we were talking about what happens if we break down below 50,000 to all of a sudden post-Trump assassination attempt to being right on the verge of $65,000. Again, that's like a $15,000 swing. I think $11,000, $12,000 swing right now. It's not something we typically see off of an event like this. So as we look at a bunch of different charts here, Bitcoin's untrend now. Doge is up, WIF is up, Miro's up, baby Doge is up. I bought some Miro here. I've been buying Miro for a while, but you can see it really hasn't netted me much because my average is closer to up here, and I'm still not even profitable. So I'm watching this closely, but I still have a lot of positions and dollar cost averaging positions that aren't really profitable yet. I'm still waiting, and I'm still sure that they'll make me money around the corner here. But you can see RLC right here. I sold this back around March, way over here, kind of really close to the top. I dollar cost average. It's been coming down. My dollar cost averaging is something around $2.40, and we're only at $2. So we'll see. But the longer we stabilize, the more my average comes down, and then eventually we're going to have that turnaround, and things look very, very good. But again, I still have a lot of ground to make up as far as my personal positions. I have a few that are doing very, very good, but those portfolios, like I've said before, they're usually my outdoor videos where I'm outside with Loki, just kind of walking around and stuff. I've told you guys I'm really going into meme coins this cycle, and I've been going into the top 3 Bitcoin, Ethereum, and so on to kind of mitigate some of the volatility, right? Moderate some of the volatility. But those have been things like maybe I can find like a Pepe here. Like Pepe really hasn't, it's gone down, but it hasn't gone down crazy. Floki, come down pretty hard. Where's the other one? Book of Meme, come down pretty hard. I'm trying to think of since March. Where's March? Yeah, right here. Right? Oh no, never mind. I never dollar cost averaged the first time around then. What do you call? But yeah, dollar cost averaging this type of stuff. I still have a lot of room to make up, but overall, those portfolios seem to be doing the best. Where's MOG at? Right? MOG is at all-time highs right now. Popcat's at all-time highs right now. Turbo, not yet at all-time highs yet, but again, could have a nice breakout here pretty soon and go sky high. So that seems to be my best portfolio right now. I've been trying, like I told you guys before, to see how my ADA accounts are doing. These are like the OGs, right? ADA, it was at 82 cents. Now it's at 44, but it went all the way down to 31. Dollar cost averaging, my averages are still a little bit below, or a little bit above where it is right now. It might actually be neutral actually right now based on how long that was. Anything else here? Where is it? Crypto.com crashed like a baby, broke down there. We'll have to see if it can kind of save itself. Dot, Dogelon Mars, Matic. I mean, look at that Matic right here. Matic went all the way below the 2023 lows. Came down a lot. So I'm watching some of these. I'm still holding Matic and whatnot, but if I look at this, there are so many more tokens at this point that look so much better. So, I'm going to have to, I'm obviously not buying much of this type of stuff anymore, but as it rises through an altcoin season, I'm definitely not going to be rebuying it into this next bear market. I might just have some longer term positions just kind of in a separate wallet, but I'm not going to be cycle trading Matic anymore or an Ethereum Classic like that. It doesn't seem to be working out in my favor at this point. It really seems like everybody's been going into those meme coins as of late, and they just really haven't been looking for much else. The theme of this new bull market really has been, the top 3 Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and stuff like that. Dogecoin's been doing fine. Shiba Inu's been doing fine in their ways, but when I see this, it seems to be meme coins and AI tokens. That seems to be where all the money has really been excited about. And you can see, stock market, Nvidia, stuff like that. It still seems to be fine. And when you go over here and you look at some of these tokens, for example, meme tokens here, there's Dogecoin, there's Sheeb, there's Pepe, there's Dogwoof Hat. But once you just scroll down a little bit here, there are a lot still at these lower market cap values, like a Dog Runes, 519 million, a meme coins at 380, Cat and Dog's New World is at 364, Popcat, we own that, it's 800 million now. Oh wow, that's a nice. Oh yeah, it popped up a lot today, didn't it? Is this not updating? This should be above all that then. Mag is at 364, Pepe, so you go down a little bit. Mira's at 127. This was actually a lot lower just a few days ago. Milady. Wait, what is that? Not Milady? Was that like another Milady or something? Whatever. We have Milady token over here at 97 million. Doge on Mars. This one's a little bit too old for me right now, but I still own it. MAGA's been doing a little bit better here. Off that Trump assassination, had a lot of volatility. Daddy, Tate, right? 80 million. Arbitrage AI or AI Doge, Grok. There's a lot of things in here that have the potential to make some good moves. I would say at this point, though, do the buckshot method. Don't just try to find out your favorite one. Buy a little bit of that, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. And right now, the only one I think I can find that actually has a lot of these tokens is Blowfin here. I don't know why or how they were able to do these types of deals, but they have so many tokens. I have a link down, Blowfin down below if you want to use it. But basically, just all these random stuff. They even have like GameStop token, Peng, a whole bunch of small stuff here that I think you guys would enjoy. But you actually look at this today. Let me go over here very fast. Scroll back up. You got stuff up 42%, 32%. Popcats at 29%. And you go look at some of these market caps. They're very low market caps. And you see some of the tokens aren't doing so well today, just kind of going neutral. Probably had a good day yesterday, but they're cooling off. A lot of stuff happening here. So I'm going to keep watching this, to be honest. Let me go over here to last price. Yeah, I can't watch this while scrolling because it hurts my eyes. I don't know why. But you guys can see all the tokens they have. So if you guys want to buy some of these low market cap tokens, Blowfin is definitely going to be the spot to do it. I just haven't found a spot, an exchange in America that has all these tokens to trade, which is kind of shameful if you ask me, because I look at all of them, I wish there was an easier way to get access to these tokens with trading futures and stuff. Like, maybe you don't want to buy 1x leverage, you just want to go 2x and just kind of buy and hold. Those types of things should be allowed for a lot of these tokens here. All right, let's go back to Bitcoin here. Let's go back to the 15. Push this out here and watch this play out, because Bitcoin right now is still trying to go higher here. I'm going to move the stochastic down and just kind of pop that up right there. See. And hey, Marcus, what up, Mike? Long time, mate. None of your notifications have been working, which is odd. Hope you're well, dude. YouTube and me have had a testy relationship for years now. There are times when it sends up my notifications, and there's times where it just frankly ignores everything that I post. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. There's no, remember, if I send a support message to YouTube, it's some guy in another country that doesn't speak much English, and they all have these prompts, so they never really understand what I'm saying and asking for. And if I show them a clear problem, they'll just say, no, that's supposed to be the way, and they may just lie to your face. So I've never really had a good I've never had a really good interaction really with YouTube support, to be honest. So I'm just going to keep on doing what I'm doing. I'm hoping that eventually, talking more politics, talking crypto, stocks, everything going on in the markets, I'm hoping that it'll kind of get YouTube to maybe stop thinking of me as only a cryptocurrency channel, because yes, it really does just kill my views. If nobody knows I'm streaming, it really makes it more difficult. So you're not the first person to say that. You will not be the last. It tries to push people away from my content for some reason. So I don't know exactly why, but it's just kind of something I've had to deal with, and that's why I'm doing more multi-streaming and other types of streaming methods to kind of make sure it looks a little bit better, right? Makes it a little bit easier here. I want some advice. Doing pretty well for myself when I was able to scalp the 1 minute, 5 minute charts because I was using MXC, but now I can't scalp properly. What's your advice for making money on the 15 hour chart? Well, to scalp on the 15-minute chart, I usually want to have the underlying data be bullish. So I want the daily charts to be bullish and the 4-hour charts to be bullish. And then I can look at breakouts, whether they be change of character breakouts or break of structures on the 5 or 15-minute charts while all those are happening, and I'll be happy with that. So for example here, let me just, oh, I took that down. Okay, hold on. Oh, I should have made that a new window. That's okay. All right, so let's do this very fast and let's do this. Watch charts. Give me a second here while I fix this. I want to do this in a simple way so you can see everything going on. And let's transform this and let's stretch to screen, fit to screen. Okay. And then let's, there we go. All right. So this is what you're looking for basically. So let's open this up here. Let's show this example because right now we're kind of in a wonky mood right here. Bitcoin was bullish on everything here from the daily chart, right? Everything was bullish. The 4-hour chart was bullish right afterwards, right here. Right, everything bullish right there. And then so what you're looking for in this time frame is after those two are bullish, every time you see a change of character or break of structure on a 15-minute chart with some type of technical breakout, you're usually going to be attacking those. So again, let me go over here. So I got to stretch this back a little bit. There we go. Oh, snap. No, there we go. Okay. So you can see a break of structure right here on the 15-minute chart. You buy that up. There was an opportunity to scalp for maybe an hour or something and you make a good profit. Here's another one. Like about an hour or so, you can hold. Here's one. Now, was there a level of resistance here or something like that? I'm not going to necessarily just open up another, I'm not going to change time frames because I don't want to worry about it. Then you can see this level of resistance that was all the way right here. This one becomes a little more difficult. You may not make that trade. The next one, after you break it above that level, you can make that one. Then you can hold for a while, make some profit, make some profit, make some profit. And then probably after this, you're probably starting to see around here, I would guess, the 4-hour charts really showing some, let's just kind of put this over here. You'd probably see the 4-hour chart start to turn a little bit more neutral here. And by that, I mean while they still may have a bullish hint of character, you're probably seeing the stochastic, the RSI, and the MACD may be turning negative at this point. So let's go over here to the 4-hour chart during that second pairing. No, actually, they were still fine here. It might have only been the hourly chart. Yeah, only the hourly chart started to tick off there. But yeah, hourly chart's part of it as well, I guess. So I made a little mistake there. But you get the point there. Once you have all that good, and by the way, during this time frame, you had the hourly charts all being bullish here as well. So also something to keep in mind. But yeah, that's kind of an easier way to get through all of it. The thing is, when everything's bearish, like here, bearish, 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 you're typically not trading. So you might not trade from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Then you might start trading at 8 o'clock at night. That's the luxury that I have because I trade from home. But if you're working the night shift, you might just be out of luck during those certain times. And you see right here how everything's turning bearish as far as right there, right there, right there, but overall we're still green. You're not typically trading during that. And that's the best way I would say that I like to enjoy scalping. Why am I getting all these bings on my phone? Hold on, sorry. Okay, there we go. Just making sure it was a Telegram message. Let me go back over here to, there we go. And that's not it. Oh, my light's not even that bright. There we go. Okay, perfect. Let's move this back over here. And there we go. Thank you. Appreciate it. Ooh, that looks great. Ooh, yeah. No. All right. There we go. My my sister made me some nice asparagus. Trying to eat healthy over here. Now, but Loki's trying to steal my asparagus now. So no, bad dog. I don't want your pee to smell like asparagus. There we go. Yeah, but that's typically how you might see me doing a lot of scalping right now. The only difference I would say is I'm not doing the 15-minute charts or the 5. I'm typically doing the hourly charts. So I'm buying on the hourly. So if you see right now, everything's bullish right here, breakup structure. I'm going to buy that, then hold for about 20 hours or so, then I'm going to sell. So in this circumstance, 12 hours, another break structure, 20 hours, something around there. Or I'll sell at the next level of resistance, which again happens to be right here, right? And so maybe I sold it right there at this tip, and I maybe sold a little bit too early. That's been the story of this week for me, if you guys didn't know. But that's typically what I've been doing here, and it seems to be working out okay. But that's only because the 4-hour charts and such still are giving me some momentum. Again, bullish. The stochastic's also bullish right here. And the daily at this point, although it's bearish on the change of character, which again doesn't make sense because I'm using my own mental change of character here, we still been bullish from here to here. We've been bullish since the Friday. The only reason I'm not holding for days and days and days and like a week plus is because the weekly change of character and the weekly momentum still remains to be bearish. So I'm not like totally sold on this big move that we're having just yet, especially since it came off of the assassination attempt and all that other crap. So it's definitely just a little more interesting right now, right? And then milkshake, I'm gonna have a lot of positions. That's just what I like to do. My hope is that Blowfin, I can move some money to Blowfin eventually, and I want to buy like $5 of every token they have on there. But there's just so many tokens that it'll take some time to get some money in there, basically. But there is definitely some things happening over there with all those altcoins. The only problem I would say with any of these exchanges that have a lot of altcoins, they do have churn. So that means if the token doesn't take off or it dies, which can happen if you're buying a token at $10 million market cap, if it dies, you're gonna have to sell that position and reallocate those funds. So you have to be kind of mindful of what's going on there. I'm looking at your 2x Ethereum trade on Fairdesk. It looks like you're around $100K profit, $100 profit. If I ask how much did you put in there initially, it seems like a lot of profit for a 2x leverage play. Yeah, so what I do with most of my portfolios when it comes to dollar cost averaging in the cycle, I will typically allocate a lot more funds to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. So right now, even though they may not be the most up by a percentage amount, they typically will be giving me the most profits here. Because what I'm hoping for from Ethereum or Solana or a Bitcoin or whatever is like a 10, 20, 30% profit. What I'm hoping for with meme coins is hundreds, if not thousands of percent of profit. So I don't necessarily have to add much money into those ones in order to see a great return. So if you go over here, you'll see that Floki's up, $33 at 17%. But, Ethereum's up $120 at 20%. So I probably tossed in here about, what's up 20%? What is that? I don't know. 0.06 Ethereum, 0.26 Ethereum. I'm not entirely sure. These were bought in July, so I don't know, just a couple weeks ago. I don't know, probably a few $100, like $1,000, something like that. $500, $600. Yeah, probably around $600 or something like that. I would say 20%. Yeah, probably around $600 with a 2x leverage. Something like that. My math isn't good. I'm so sorry. My math isn't good, but it's. I think it's less than $1,000. Has to be less than $1,000. You see, this one's up 10%, but only making me $5 with Doge. I don't really have much money of Doge in this portfolio, mostly because I have my portfolio still standing from 2020. Combos down 10%, but I'm only down like $8. There are different amounts. People, it's up 37%, but up $56. Solana's up 21%, but also $97. So I typically will add much more money in those ones. Right? But Solana's come down a lot, but not as much as a lot of other tokens, which is why I've been, again, having those separate portfolios there. Hey, I see, yeah, crypto face there. You got it right there. What's crazy about all, what's it there? They managed to evade the Bitcoin daily death cross on the 14th to 15th. Yeah, very much so. It's right here. I'm scrolling down, so I've been missing some comments here. Let's see. Hey, thanks, Jay Ford. I appreciate it a lot, my man. Bitcoin big move is unlikely, but 20% Bitcoin increase is still nice, which means more for the alts. Exactly. This stabilizes a lot of stuff going on right now. This definitely stabilizes stuff. I'm going to take a bite of this asparagus just because I don't want it to get cold. Asparagus is a finger food, but let's see. Sorry for eating on screen, guys, but I told you I've been sleeping all day because I've been exhausted. I've been doing a bunch of exercise and all this type of stuff to like a rapid weight loss system. But I haven't been eating, which is terrible. But it's been working, so who cares? On the Elliott Wave channel I follow is the same way. YouTube glitches. If you unsubscribe and resubscribe, it may fix it. I started getting notifications through the Discord when he goes live or uploads. Oh, that's good. Okay. Maybe that's something I have to do eventually. I don't use my Discord too much, but I'll use Twitter and other methods of communication. YouTube, yeah. YouTube doesn't like my channel. It's been that way for a while, though. It's been that way for a long time. Same notifications haven't been popping up for me either. I've been missing live streams. I'm trying to go live every day around 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock in the afternoon for Pacific Standard Time. So that's kind of my time. I'm going to try to go around that same time. Usually, I stick around to that time. Though I may start a little bit earlier on Fridays, and that's about it. And that's typically because I have to go to the cigar lounge on Fridays now, and I typically am trying to not be late to those types of events. Time to go full time to Twitch sunglasses. Oh hell no! What do you call? My Twitch doesn't get any views whatsoever. I think when I stream on Twitch, I get like 1 view, 2 views, something like that. It's never worked out. It's never been good for me. Do you know like an online leverage calculator? I'm trying to figure out the math of it all. Squat more and pump heavy weights, Mike. Then walk more works for me. What do you call it? Oh, now for me, I do a lot of walking. I do some body weight type of stuff, like maybe body weight squats every now and again. But I try not to fuck up my knees. My knees are fine, but I have a lot of friends that have fucked up knees, and I'm just terrified of watching them walk like that. Oh, man. My knees used to pop. Now they don't. I must have been doing something right. Now, as far as a calculator, yeah, there's a few of them. I think there's an Omni one that I've used. It's a Forex calculator, though. GitHub pages. Oh, there it is. There's a margin one right there. But you probably don't want to use margin one. Probably just leverage one, maybe. No. At worst, I would just say use the free ChatGPT 3.5. It's perfect. That's what I was using for a while, honestly. So it worked out pretty well. And thanks, Gary. I appreciate that a lot, my man. Passing 100K was definitely great. Been a long time coming, and right now, the way my channel is pivoting, I still haven't put out as much content as I wanted to, but it seems to be getting me more views because I'm posting shorts about Donald Trump, Joe Biden. I'm about to start posting some shorts about Nvidia, like different types of stocks and assets, where you look at like the last 5-year performance and why it's like a good advice to just buy and hold some of these tech giants, because if you just buy and hold, they typically perform very, very well. And so I'm going to start a new series on that one. The first one obviously is going to be Nvidia, because how could it not? Then Bitcoin, Ethereum, things like that. See how they all work out, and it'll be kind of fun. Do you think we can hold? If we can hold until Bitcoin Nashville, Trump will always seem to be move. Do you think if we can hold until Bitcoin Nashville? I think we can hold around this area till Bitcoin Nashville, because it's only a couple weeks away. Bitcoin Nashville's on the 25th. What? I think that is. As I eat another piece of asparagus. So it's, yeah, July 25th through the 27th. I'll be there from the 25th to the 28th, I believe. So, headlines. Donald Trump, he's still showing up. RFK, Kathy Wood, Michael Saylor, Russell Brand. Notice they moved RFK up here and they moved Russell Brand down. And so this is like the big headline. I mean, if I was to see a panel, I would love to see these four on a panel. It'd be great. But it's going to be Donald Trump there speaking. That's the one event I'm not going to miss. I don't know the agenda just yet. Let me go over here to agenda. I'm just going to search Trump's name. No, I don't see anything about Trump. Asparagus juice is leaking all over me. No, I don't see anything about Trump here. Let me see if I can go back here. They probably don't have it scheduled exactly the time just yet, so I'll have to wait and see. I got PT and bro forced me to squat 100 times in a session. Legs are not working after that, but you'll get better. No, I haven't done something like that for a while. I try to protect my knees as much as possible. So what I do is I go on walks and I like to swim a lot. I got like a membership to a pool around here. Swim. I might cramp up a little bit. I hit the sauna afterwards, take a cold shower, and I feel great. But the swimming, I don't know. Swimming is always interesting for me because I like to have a pool where there's not like a shit ton of people in it. So if I go, I have to go through like the midday times, like, or the non-popular times. Basically, I hate having to deal with a bunch of people at the pool because sometimes like the laps are filled. Like there's only so many lapping lanes, Yeah, so it can be kind of annoying. And hey, James Rock, Jam Rock, I appreciate that a lot, man. I appreciate that very, very much so. And let me know if you have any questions. I know I put out a couple tutorials on it, but let me know if you have any questions. Bitcoin can go to 67K, 69 to reach 70K, but no way to force 100K just yet. No, we're not there yet. We need to have maybe one more good month of CPI data, and we have to have Jerome Powell come out and mention it as such and saying, hey, things are looking pretty good right now, I think we pumped just past all-time highs right up until the Bitcoin conference, and then Trump decided not to show up, and that'll be our top signal. Now we go. That'd be funny. I hope he shows up. He better not cancel that one. But I think, as far as Trump, I think this is maybe part of his past as being like a business guy. He's learned to delegate quite a bit, I would assume. And somebody, I don't know who, somebody must have came up to him and said, hey, there's all these voters out there right now that are looking for somebody to promote cryptocurrency to the world, to give crypto some regulatory framework and things of that nature. And they're just salivating for somebody to take the reins and try to give them an opportunity to, build a better Web3 or whatever you want to call it, Maybe I didn't articulate that correctly, but you get the point. And for whatever reason, he switched his stance that he had back in like 2016, 2017, and he is now pro-Bitcoin, pro-Web3, pro-blockchain, when right now Biden is not very pro any of those things. And so I think his advisors have been telling him correctly that there's a lot of votes in this space up for grabs, and everybody's just looking for somebody to really push that crypto agenda forward. Now, we'll see how he really does it, like if he really does it when he gets in office, because at this point I think he is going to win. But again, we'll have to wait and see. It's still, polling can always be kind of finicky as far as I'm concerned. Time to go full Trump, Mike. Well, it's good for your views, and you'll teach crypto plus investment as well. Oh yeah, I'm not going to go full Trump just because I'm also kind of afraid of what YouTube may do. Again, I only know a few African American conservatives, and I'm not full conservative. I have a little bit of liberal social values. Maybe my my economic views are much more conservative. So I'm kind of this weird little hybrid thing. I think there's a lot of people like me though. But right now, like, remember, my YouTube channel's already been taken down once. I am so nervous about even stepping into Poker Realm because I know that YouTube isn't always the fairest when it comes to how they take channels off, right? So I'm dipping my toe in there right now. I'm walking and I'm walking on water a little bit, having a good time. We'll see how this goes in the future though. But yeah, you're gonna see me talking a lot more about politics, that's for sure. The next retracement for Bitcoin, we have to wait for Bitcoin to slow down. Right now it's not. It might come all the way back down here towards $62,000, but it might make its way back up to $66,000 before that. So I'm being patient and watching this out. If you're waiting for a retracement, I might say just wait to see what happens if Bitcoin comes into contact with the 20 moving average on the 4-hour chart and the 50 on the 1-hour chart over here. We've been kind of grinding above the 20 right here if you're looking for something more of a day trade, but we're kind of overextended right now, which makes me concerned that we're probably going to have to consolidate for a while here, then bounce later on tomorrow morning. Yeah, don't forget about ChatGPT. The thing is great. And it'll explain things to you like you're 5, which is something that I really enjoy. You guys know that I'm a very visual learner, so I have my ChatGPT set up in a way that makes me just, understand things in a better way. Sorry guys, that was my last piece of asparagus. I just wanted to eat while it was warm because my sister made it for me. You will see me. Oh, endorsement. CryptoFace endorsed it. Maybe I will do an endorsement. I mean, if I was to endorse, I've never done an endorsement because my word doesn't really have much meaning. But yeah, I can try that out too. Should we even trust this pump? I mean, I don't trust it like, oh my God, we're going to the heavens. But from a momentum standpoint, I've been talking about buying this since, that last little breakout that we had on that tiny flag. Go over here to the 4-hour chart. I didn't start doing a lot more day trading until we broke out right there. That's when I started day trading this game. Up until that point, I did a few for you guys every now and again, but this is the only time I really started to get crazy with it. As far as I'm concerned, I'm still not like doing some type of I'm buying right now and I'm going to sell a month from now. I'm not doing those types of trades. My hedge against all that type of stuff, because I'm not doing it, it's a dollar cost average and kind of wait this market out. And what I've been doing is every time these tokens come up like 20-30%, I typically would sell them. So I kind of feel like I want to sell Pepe, I want to sell Floki right now, and I want to sell Bonk. I'll keep my ARK and Bake and stuff like that, but I may just end up selling, not Ethereum, because Ethereum's pretty good. ICP's up 22%. I might start selling off some of these things here. Or maybe I'll just refresh everything and see where this goes, because I'm thinking I have too many tokens, and I kind of want to just buy a few because, I don't know, it's kind of hard for me to manage all this stuff, to be honest, but I think that's why I dollar cost average, so I don't have to manage it. But we'll see how this turns out here. I don't think it'll be too much of a pain for me right now. And right now, we're just kind of, seeing if this is a potential bottom. But honestly, yeah, I'm still not completely sold on this myself. I talked about this at the beginning of the stream, so you might come in here a little bit after that, which is fine. I'm just chilling. I'm doing a lot of day trading, frankly. A lot of day trading. Every time there's a breakout, there's something good happening. And especially around the meme coins, like we talked about. I think it was a couple days I put out a video about meme coins. Oh, today's Meme Coin Monday, and I forgot to put a video out. See, I was sleeping all day. My bad, guys. Meme coins have been going berserk here. So if you like your Pepes, your Popcats, your Turbos, they've been having big moves. While Bitcoin may move up like 2-3%, this move from Popcat right here is up like 10%. Right? So really some juicy plays right there. Some really juicy plays. Do I have, I think Turbo's more sideways right now. This may be a good opportunity to start loading up on this before it makes another move. Might wait for the bullishness to take over, but it looks like this is a 15-minute chart. 5-minute chart. 5-minute chart's where the action starts to show off here. 5-minute is showing a little bit of bullishness right here. Yeah, it might be kind of fun to buy right here with the stop loss at 0.0042. Let's see if I can do a trade. Do I have some turbo right now there? No, I don't have turbo on this account. They have turbo on this one though, right? Turbo, yeah, they do. Okay. Oh, turbo's up there. Turbo is already up around 18% today, but let me go over here very fast. Do a separate one. Nope, not the account I wanted to open up. Let's go over here. Now, Bitcoin's kind of teetering right now, which makes me a little more nervous about buying turbo, but like in theory, you can come over here. That 1 hour is not looking great either. I might give this some more time to cool off. But for now, let's do an initial buy-in here of a 10x leverage, because we don't need a lot of leverage here, and $100. All right, we can dollar cost average into this little bit of a swing that we're doing, and we'll wait and see how this goes. I think that'll be fine. But I might need to cool off a little bit more. So we're $100 in, 10x leverage. That's kind of the goal here. We'll wait and see. There we go. Bitcoin going nowhere with Biden. I don't think Biden has really done research on cryptocurrency, Web3, blockchain. I just don't think he really understands nor cares. Fine. I think his advisors have taken the reign on crypto policy, and that's why you see a lot of the big moves happening from Gary Gensler and Elizabeth Warren. Those two seem to be the spear that really control everything as far as cryptocurrency, with the blessing of the Biden advising team. So we'll see. I think the biggest thing with Biden is that he did veto that one bill, and there's another bill still in the Senate, I believe, right now, and that may come back out. That may pass the House and Senate, and maybe it'll get to President Biden's desk. I honestly don't know if he'd veto that or not. That'd be a death nail for any crypto voter to go for him, really. The diehard voters, I would say. There's still a lot of people that in crypto that would support Donald Trump, obviously, but still. Would I endorse Trump for Bitcoin's sake? What do you call it? Probably for Bitcoin's sake, yeah, probably. Just because I know he'd be a lot better for the tokens and for the Web3 as a whole, though. Do I think we're touching 100K this year? I think there's a potential to hit 100K, yeah. But it wouldn't happen until the fall. It wouldn't happen until like November, December, as far as I'm concerned. I'm thinking, like this summer, if we're lucky, in August and September, we may hit anywhere between like 80 to 85,000. That to me is lucky. Coming after that, I think we have an opportunity to spike up towards 100 to 105K. At 100 to 105K, there's going to be a massive level of resistance that I don't know if we're going to break above. And I'll be scaled out at that point, probably like 60 to 80% of all of my tokens at that point. So I'll be doing a lot of day trading, don't get me wrong. But if this market has taught us anything, it's just not one big parabolic move. And that is very annoying for us that hold altcoins, because we're typically looking for that one altcoin season move. We're having like these really many altcoin seasons, and they haven't matched up to what we saw back in 2020. So for me, I do think there's still a good chance that we hit 100K this year, but I'm not necessarily going gung-ho with how I invest like I would normally invest. I'm definitely doing this new cycle strategy with these mini cycles. Like, hey, we're having these long-term consolidations. Let's load up on these zones. When it breaks out, let's scale out going into that new level of resistance. Once with that new level of resistance, we'll kind of be patient and watch, and you can self the rest of it. You can do whatever you want to. But after this, we go up to like $80,000, something like that. Then we're up to like $100,000, and it gets much more difficult at that point to see Bitcoin going much higher than that. So I'll be waiting and watching. Just had a crazy idea. What if ChatGPT teams up with Zora and produces videos on questions you ask instead of having to read the responses? Mark my words, that will absolutely happen. I'm pretty sure something like that is already in the works, if you ask me. I mean, because I know ChatGPT already has, the video software. If they can team up like that, I think it'd be very good. You might even see it. They might even try to keep it in-house because they're greedy. and they may just try to do it with Sora AI. I think that might be something as well. Maybe something more of an educational suite, if you will. But I think it could work out very well. Everyone's selling at 100K. That's why you get it earlier. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I'm happy to scale out. Like, I've already sold a little bit of my Bitcoin off from the overall move that we saw from like 2022 when everything was crashing and burning, but not enough. But again, my average is like 18 to 20,000. So it's not too low, like 15,000. Like I got real lucky. No, but it's not like I was bought. No, my average is like 50,000, something like that. That's probably why I can remain so calm. However, doesn't mean all of my investments have been great. Fucking Matic and ADA and some of those things piss me off this cycle. Really pissed me off. I've had to reallocate a lot of funds from those tokens over to meme coins, frankly, and then AI tokens and that type of stuff. So I'm hoping it'll do a little bit better, but we'll have to wait and see. We'll wait and see to see how this goes. Excuse me, guys. I feel like I've been stuttering a lot more lately. I hope that's not something that I gotta keep on dealing with. I think I've just been kind of tired. I'm not used to my body being sore from working out and doing all that type of crap. We'll see how it works out, right? But anyway, I'm gonna call it a night here. Bitcoin right now is still okay. It is at a very interesting spot right now. I would not say that I'm going all in and doing swing trades right now. These 10 to 20 hour day trades with stop losses and stuff seem to be working out for me, and that's where I remain. It's working for me. You guys can have your own strategies, and I completely understand that, but I'm definitely not going gung-ho at this point in time. I've enjoyed the profits. I like them a lot. You'll probably start to see me sell off some stuff in my Fairdesk account. I'm thinking of changing up the way I even do my Fairdesk account as well, so we'll see. He was asparagus leaf, yuck. But yeah, so I'll see if I can turn some of this into profit. I might reallocate the fund some way, because I'm thinking of, instead of doing so many small positions, I might do a few larger positions, if that makes sense. So instead of putting in like a couple $100 into Sheeb or Pepe, maybe I'll toss in $500 into Pepe, $500 into Bitcoin. Make some larger trades here and see how that goes, while having a few smaller tokens having some good opportunities. But I'm thinking that's where Blowfin comes into play, because I can do those much smaller market caps and such. So we'll be looking a lot at that. CoinW, same type of thing here. But I just don't like the way CoinW, like you see that little slot right there. It's a little bit larger than it looks like because of the way I have my thing cropped. Just not enough, right? But I'll see you guys a little bit later. Hopefully you guys all have a good day. And thanks, Wilder. Good thing you guys are making some money right there. A little pump going down. From the weekly chart perspective, Bitcoin is still bearish. Make sure you guys understand that. Bitcoin is still bearish at this point, okay? So see you guys a little bit later. I'm watching this very closely. This Trump thing has upended everything, and I think we're going to be fine in the long run here. But don't expect Bitcoin to keep going up